Good morning, sports fans of Lincoln and Logan County. I'm back. I was on a 4-year-old soccer coaching hiatus for 3 or 4 weeks, and but I'm back now. We finished 4-2. I think that's what my buddy and I, my assistant, we kept a little score, just to see how our first experience would be, how wins and losses,
Sure.
Because it's about wins. If you're going to coach, it's about wins. So hey, we're back here in the cheap seats. Josh Komnick, along with the furniture guy Jake Johnston, and Jake, thanks for filling in while I was.
Absolutely, just here to get my tan on today.
I see that. We're out in the sun, and we're at Stacy Family Pharmacy, located at 709 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, for their annual Customer Appreciation Day, which will begin at 10 a.m. with the complimentary grill food being served from 11 to 1. Stop by and spin the prize wheel. Enjoy homemade bubble making and lip balm making demonstrations. Check out the purses marked at 75% off, along with 25% off puzzles.
I know how much you love making that lip balm.
Yeah, it is. We'll find out because you're going to try it. Home decor items and lip balm products and Dr. Oz products are 10% off. And join Jim from the Lincoln Country Morning Show and Jeff number 2 from the new nighttime Fix 96, along with Lisa, the Fix 96 prize girl, from 11 to 1 live with the prize vault in tow. Stacy Family Pharmacy, open 7 days a week, and the only independently owned and operated pharmacy in Lincoln. Phone them at 735-1972 today. We will have trivia today for some SmackDown tickets for the SmackDown World Tour taking place at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum. We'll do that in about the second half hour of the show. We'll be here from 9 to 10. We're at the pregame party out here at Stacy's Family Pharmacy. Before we get into all the sporting worlds, the head coach out at Lincoln High School for the boys basketball, Coach Neil Alexander, is at Stacy's Family Pharmacy, not only getting medication, but also talking a little Railer basketball. Coach, you're getting into this the summer season of your 12-month basketball job, and you've got a lot of camps, tournaments, different things coming up. Thanks for coming out.
Well, thanks for having me, and it's that time of year. It never stops. The kids do get a little bit of time off there in the springtime while they they go play baseball, and but we do our basketball stuff hopefully to where they can continue to do a lot of other things. So we run our camps in the mornings and the afternoon so they can do other things in the evening and so forth. So we try to let the kids be kids and do a lot of different things.
Coach, before we get into what you came on to talk about your camps and things, I was talking with a friend of mine about the upcoming season already. I'm getting a little excited about it. You've got quite a few guys coming back, some guys that got some good experience. You've got some juniors that'll be seniors next year with a lot of experience, and then sophomore, junior, basically dominated team with some size. I talked with him. Hopefully you've got about every aspect of the game filled up.
Well, I think we have a little more size than we've had, and one of the things that we're going to spend a lot of time in our camps this summer is working on some offensive. We've got to score in the post.
Yeah.
We've got to be able to get the ball down. We need to get to the free throw line more. We found that out. But you got to have guys that are willing to go down there and bang around and get to the free throw line, and those are easy points to score. And last year was one of the years that it might have been the worst year that we've had at scoring from the free throw line. And when you rely on the three-pointer that much, you don't get to the free throw line.
Well, Coach, too, you're going to have ball handling. You're going to have some size with those guys that can handle the ball. Maybe for me looking on, maybe consistent shooting from the outside may be one of the biggest things for this Railer team, as you talked about scoring in the post. But you got some guys that are taller and got some quickness. If the shooting comes along, you could have every aspect of the game kind of covered up.
Yeah, I think so. And we've got, Max Cook played the point guard last year and gained a lot of experience. We had a good sophomore point guard in Joey Olden, and there's going to have to be some rotation and things done there where, Max is going to play the wing on defense and the point on offense, and Joey's going to have to go the other way. And, there's just a lot. This here team has a lot of kids that can play different positions and do a lot of different things. So,
and it could be 9-10 deep off the bench.
Yeah, and again, we've got the size, and hopefully we can the experience that those kids gained last year will be very beneficial for us.
And one of the ways that the Railers become successful during the regular season is through all the hard work that you guys do during the summer. Of course, your camps are coming up, but you have a big tournament coming to town. Talk a little bit about your tournament, how long you've been involved with it, what you're looking for as far as sponsorship or people to maybe volunteer to help out, pass out water, because it's usually a hot one.
Yeah, it's June 15th, 16th, Friday and a Saturday. We start at 10 o'clock on Friday. There's 40 games on Friday, and then there's 30-some on Saturday. So there's a lot of basketball games, a lot of good teams. You know, some of the teams that we have, we got Oswego that comes down, Moline, Rockton, Hononegah, which is way up north of Rockford, and Alton. You know, we have a wide variety of teams that come and participate, and you know, there's 4 games going on every hour on the hour, and you know, you can pretty much pick and choose on what type of team you want to see. So hopefully everybody will come out, you know, and help support it, because that is one of our better fundraisers for our basketball program.
Where can they check that schedule out, Coach? I know you got one of the better websites I've seen in high school basketball. It rivals some of the college programs. Can they go to that website and check out the schedule?
Jeff Dietrich puts that together for us and does a great job with it and everything. And right now we're in the process. The schedules have been sent out to the schools, and I don't like to post it until I get response back from all schools to make sure. After I look at things for so long, you know, I send it out and ask the coaches to look at it just to double check and make sure, and then when I hear back from them, then we'll get it posted. But it should be posted sometime next week, as well as our league schedule. And you know, we have a summer league that's on Tuesday, Thursday night, and it starts this coming Thursday. And you know, we start that, most games, you know, we start at 5:40, 6 o'clock. Some start at 4:50, but the kids play constantly, and one of the things about the league is our kids don't have to leave town. They're staying right here. And but we've got about 20 teams there coming in throughout the summer. You know, Galesburg comes and plays a couple nights in our league as well as our tournament. Quincy, you know, so we have some really good basketball teams that come in and play.
Jake, you still got your referee's license? I mean, you could handle 40 games on a Friday, couldn't you?
I don't know if I can handle 5 games. I don't know if I can handle a game.
A game.
We need Coach is going to need some refs for all those games. So
is it half court? Can we play half court?
No. To pay your money for half. Yeah, you get half off if Jake's reffing your game.
I'll take the defense there.
Coach, and coming up also, you've got of course, the camp that's been going on for years. I was there. Jake was there. The Rail Splitter basketball camp for boys and girls, grades 1 through 10, and also the Lincoln Rail Splitter offensive basketball school, grades 3 and open. Open, does that mean
you can
I can still hone my skills?
Wow. Yeah, we can take care of you.
You're gonna have to have Wooden come back for that.
Tendonitis. You got trainers there that can treat tendonitis.
Well, one thing is, I mean, all we do is work on shooting and offensive ball handling skills, and you know, there's no defense, so you'd love that one. That'd be a perfect camp for you.
That's my kind of camp. Coach, talk about your first for your all-around camp that's coming up.
That's our fundamental camp, and it starts Tuesday, and you know, that's one that we just basically stretch and go through and do everything. Fundamentals of you know, your rebounding, your ball handling, your defense, the proper stance and things. And you know, people need to know that by coming to a basketball camp, it's something that it's not going to make you a player in a week, but what you do is you go and you learn things, and you learn the right things, and you constantly go back to get, you know, insurance that you're doing things the proper way, because fundamentals are very, very important, and we have to do that. One of the things you know, we do have a new girls coach, Taylor Richmond, who's very, very enthusiastic about basketball. She will not be able to be there, but we do have
a pretty good replacement.
I think she's done a lot. She's a young girl that's you know, been around. She's coached a lot of AAU balls, coached and played against players that you know, played at UConn, at Notre Dame, all the big time schools. So but one of the things she is you know, she's no different than you know, from the boys' side, it takes time and it takes
Right.
effort, and you have to put in the time. And one of the things that we have is I'm really excited about our camp this next upcoming week is Molly McDowell, who was Miss Basketball in 1999.
Right.
She's playing professionally over in Amsterdam, and
Two-time state champ, I think.
two-time state
Yeah.
champ at Nokomis, and she's going to be here, and it's going to be one of the lead instructors for the girls. So
Should be a lead instructor for the guys, too. If I wanted to.
we're going to use her. You
Yeah.
know, and one of the things, you know, that Molly is my niece,
Yeah.
and one of the things, most exciting and rewarding things that I had in my coaching career in 1999. Brian Cook won the Mr. Basketball,
cool.
and in the same year my niece won it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat that, you know, from both sides, you know, we had that
Sure.
connection. But she's going to be here, and one of the things she does over there, she plays professionally, but part of her job is teaching the kids over there how to play basketball the American way. So she's constantly working clinics and everything, and that's part of her, you know, in her fee or her contract that she has over there, is to teach kids how to play basketball. And she's grown to love it. She's been over there, I think, 10 years, and she loves it over there. And, you know, I think she's got dual citizenship over there, and I could see her staying and continually working with that program. So, you know, it's going to be a plus for us, and hopefully if the girls haven't signed up, or boys have not signed up, they can still come in 30 minutes prior to the time that they should be coming out to play. And we have our I think it's 6 through 10. They go from 8:30 to 11:30, and then 6th graders through, or 1st through 5 go from 1 to 4. And it starts on Tuesday, so still plenty of time to get registered. You can pick up applications here at Stacy's if you need one.
We'll have them here at Stacy's all day, and then you know, we'll leave a couple at the desk of Bruce.
They are online. They can go to railerbasketball.org, and I believe there's one on there. If not, they can come in and sign up again prior to the time that they're scheduled to have their camp.
Do you give any guarantees, Coach, that when the parents get the kids back in those days, they'll be worn down a little bit? I mean,
we try to get them there. We try to run them and wear them down to where it's a little bit more peaceful at home.
I tell you, to be honest, Josh, Coach stopped out at my daughter's grade school, Chester East, a few weeks ago. There was a little award ceremonies for some people, and my wife and I happened to be there. And he gave a little speech, and I tell you what, right as soon as it was over, my daughter runs up, Dad, I want to go to basketball camp.
Perfect.
You know, Coach got her motivated like that.
That's right. I thought you were going to ask for a guarantee of your daughter becoming Molly McDowell. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was wondering.
Well,
she's got her own shoes she's got to fill before she can go that direction. But
one of the things that I have talked to Molly about is, you know, teaching or having her to understand, and I think I've tried to get her to play a little bit, is for her to know one of the things, and it's not a knock, but girls just don't want to play hard.
Right.
And it's okay to play hard, and you know, she's made a profession of it and is playing professionally, and you can do that. And but we've got to understand that it's okay to really get down and play hard and work on your game to become good players, because hey, there's no shortcut for girls.
And honestly, that's one of my toughest challenges with my daughter. I like to be aggressive, and she's not. She wants to, I mean, she can shoot, she can do this and that, but she's not aggressive when it comes to rebounding, stealing the ball. It's like, man, it's tough for a parent because you don't know when you're pushing too hard to get them to lose it. Whereas if it's somebody else on the outside, it's definitely a lot easier to get the kid to focus in on it.
I think we had somebody of ability of Molly McDowell and Steph Reikley when I was coming through.
They were about the same year. I think that was the year that the girls got
third, was it? Fourth, yeah.
But you know, winning's not easy. If it was, you know, winning was so easy, people would be you know, doing it all the time. But it takes hard work, and I mean time, and there's a commitment. And you know, fortunately for me, and it not that I've done anything here at Lincoln, it's been that way forever, that the kids have had that knack that they want to compete, they want to win, and they want to do that. but it takes time, it takes effort. There's a lot of hours you have to put in that nobody sees, that are boring hours, and it makes it kind of hard. Everybody likes to go out and play in front of a packed gym, but it's the summertime that makes it. The gyms are 100 degrees, and just like it is in wintertime in Lincoln.
Well, and also, Coach, the PlayStations and things have taken over somewhat of this generation too, and we've got to get them back into the camps and into the gym and working in the heat and doing all those kind of things. Talk a little bit about the camp that I enjoy, the offensive basketball school.
We put this in 4 or 5 years ago. It was something that we weren't doing. We were catch and shoot. Just stand there, catch it, and shoot it, and people were starting to not allow us. And one of our principles in our defense is make people play off the floor. That means catch it, make them drive it, shoot off the floor, off the dribble, because kids can't do that anymore. And that's one of the things that we went to, is we tried to get our kids to work off the dribble, pull up and shoot. And again, shooting is just repetition and over and over and over, and shooting the shots that you're going to be shooting in games. So we just decided that for 2 hours, and we do it for 14 days over about a 4-week period, that they come in and they have repetition of just shooting and the proper footwork and the release and everything. So it's something that's been very valuable. I know our guys have gotten a lot better at things, and each year we have an emphasis on something that's a little bit different, and we just try to make sure that we try to round them and try to increase and make them better, so we can compete at the level we want to play at.
Well, too, and I think some people think, well, my son can go out in the yard and shoot, but most of the time you don't go out in the yard and shoot with a purpose. It's several threes, it's a behind the back shot, it's something this. Here you've got instruction on one, especially from one of the best that's ever suited up for the Railers, and I'm sure Coach Greg Alexander will be out there helping do some shooting things too. But you got to get out there. You got to shoot, like you say, Coach. It's repetition, and if you want to put the ball in the hole, which is the name of the game, you got to do it not only just during that 4 or 5 months of during the season. You got to do it. You got to do it all 12 months.
Well, I don't want to make your head any bigger than what it is, but I've been here 22 years, and you're one of the top 2 players that I've had, and you can really stress to people on how much time you put in to develop the skills that you had. And I know you were a great baseball player, but I also know you had Division I talent on the basketball court. And but I do know that you combined both basketball and baseball to where you were spending tons and tons of time at both, not just one. But again, there's no shortcut.
Yeah.
You can't split time between basketball and baseball. It's either go or not. And those are things that we try to get through to the guys and the gals. I've been trying to get the girls, it doesn't matter what camp they go. The fundamentals are the same, boys and girls. The effort has to be the same if you want to compete and if you want to win.
Coach, again, the skills, offensive skills, June 11th, looks like 11th through the 28th, and then also July 3rd, 5th will take place at the Lincoln Community High School, and then your all-around camp, May 29th through June the 4th, and then again the tournament that's coming up. And talk a little bit real quick before you got to go, Coach, about some sponsorship opportunities for that.
Yeah, we're always looking for sponsors. That's what helps us and helps our program, and we need we could use some help on anything, and if they're willing to do that, they can give me a call. And my phone number, cell number is 314-9192. So we would take anybody that's willing to help us, and there's some benefits from doing it. It's some of the sponsorship money goes to next year's program and some other options that you have. And if you're interested, give me a call, and I'd be more than happy to discuss it with you.
Yeah, there's no shortcut to being one of the finer programs ran, and not only in the state of Illinois, I think at least around here. Several different uniforms. We look the best, we travel the best, and the gym is one of the best. And the big reason is the fundraising that we've gotten through the years of being able to afford nice things.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And some of the things, I think if you look at the things that we've been wearing, and people say, well, there they are again, but our white warm-ups that we have, or 18 years
Yeah, I
old.
think I wore them.
You wore them.
Yeah.
They may be older than that.
Yeah. No, don't say that.
They may be older than that, but you know, when the kids take care of things, and
you guys take care of you and your wife take care of things too.
But you got to have them, and the kids take them, and they take pride in how they look and what they wear and so forth. So you know, that's important. I think you play like you look, and but you also got to have the skills and the background to be able to play that way.
Did he just put you up on the pedestal as one of the top 2?
I don't know.
He said top
Let's
2.
replay it. You have to check that out on WLCN online.
Because, I mean, now was that work ethic or actual in game?
Boy,
Because I'll argue with you on this. You have a couple sons that were pretty awesome.
You lose. He's one of the. I mean, his work ethics and the way he played the game was. I still go back and watch tapes of the games that he played in, and some of the things
It's definitely
that he could
some fun
do.
basketball. That's
Wow.
for sure.
Yeah, it was a fun place to be, and wouldn't trade it. I'd like to go do it again, except for trade my kids in and my wife, but I'd trade about everything else in to go back and be a sophomore again out at LCHS. Coach, have a good summer, and we'll check back with you. I know I'll be out at the tournament, and maybe we can even bring the cheap seats out that day for the tournament.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Talk to some other coaches, see how they like the tournament, and we'll go from there.
That'd be great. One other thing I'd like
Sure.
to say is, my second opportunity that I have out at Lincoln High School is coaching the girls track, and we had a couple girls advance to the state finals, and Edrinella Tukes, she advanced in the discus, did not qualify, but she did set a school record of 118 feet 10 inches. And then Mina Jackson had a great weekend at the state tournament. She placed 4th in the 300 hurdles, and this is the first full year that she's ran the hurdles, and you have to give her credit for the work ethic. I can't take credit for the coaching of that, but Johnny Meisner, who, if anybody's ever interested in track and wanting to pursue anything, any event, he's a guy to get in touch with, because that guy knows it. And
how old is the girl that placed 4th?
Amina is a senior, and she's going to North Park, or North Central, in Naperville.
Yeah.
And but she had, and her best time going to the state tournament was 46-12 in the 300 hurdles, and she ended up running a 44-58.
Wow.
So she really improved her time and had a great chance down there. So those two girls need to be congratulated.
Yeah, sure. You don't hear a lot about the track, either football or basketball or baseball even. So congratulations to them, and Coach, have a good summer, and we'll be following the Railers throughout the tournaments and camps going on.
Okay, thanks.
We're out here at Stacy's Family Pharmacy. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with a trivia question for the SmackDown World Tour at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum. Give us a call. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.